What's going on, guys? So big news from General Motors today. They recently revealed what the new 2020 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD pickup truck is going to look like, and you're not going to want to miss this, so hang tight. So back earlier this year, GM released some pictures of the new Silverado, at least some teaser pictures of the upper portion of the front grille. And I was a little confused as to what the direction might be. Now that they've released the entire grille, the entire look of the truck, I can tell you that I like the side profile, but the grille to me does look a little bit odd. But that being said, you can tell in the picture that the headlights are halogen, which means it's probably not a higher trim package vehicle that we're looking at. Once you get it equipped with LEDs, once they put the higher end lighting package in the truck, it could very well take on a different look. I think the Super Duty had that exact same issue when they released the initial pictures of it with the halogen headlights. You looked at it and everything kind of looked a little bit off. But once they revealed the pictures of the LED lighting package, a lot of people really loved that look. And I think you're probably going to see the same thing with this new Silverado. Overall, the truck, in my opinion, from an angled perspective, looks pretty good. The side profile of the truck looks very reminiscent of the current half-ton Silverado, except Chevy says that every body panel except the roof is different between the two trucks, which means they did try to go a different direction in terms of the overall appearance of the truck. Once you see one in person, I'm sure it's going to look dramatically different though. Something nice that I saw they added was a step in front of the rear tires next to the bed. So essentially a bedside step where you might have a toolbox, or you might need to access the bed in order to hitch up a gooseneck or connect your chains or connect a fifth wheel. I really think that that is a great idea. Typically, if you wanted to put a step there, you'd have to go with like an amp research, and you'd have to put a folding down or a flip down step in that area. In terms of power and output, what we know is that there's going to be two all-new engines. One of them is going to be a gas-powered V8, and the other one is going to be a diesel-powered V8 that produces 910 pound-feet of torque, but is paired to a 10-speed Allison transmission. So that's pretty cool as well, and it's going to be really interesting to see the fuel economy numbers of a 10-speed Allison transmission paired to a Duramax engine is what I'm assuming it would be. In terms of technology, I'm sure you're going to have 360-degree camera as an option. You'll probably have the same power release tailgate option where you can nudge it and make it go up by itself as well. And I'm sure, again, LED lighting is going to be pretty much standard. The cab top lights or the clearance lights are LED now versus the incandescent bulbs that were used in the past. From a frame perspective, I'm not sure what the frame specifications or the frame protection is going to be, if they're going to go with an E-coated material or if they're going to go with a Knox wax style coated material like they maintain on the half-ton pickup truck. But it will be interesting to see. Another thing that I'm going to be very interested in learning about is going to be the bed height. So, as most of you know, with the new Ram and the Super Duty trucks having such a tall bed height, it makes it a little bit difficult at times to hitch up a fifth wheel, simply because you don't always have the amount of clearance you need between the top of the bed and the bottom of the overhang of your trailer. In the case of this new truck, I'm not sure if they are going to lower, maintain, or raise the bed height, but that is going to be something to look out for, simply because it could potentially cause issues with hitching up a fifth wheel, similar to the issues a lot of Ford owners currently are going through. In terms of payload capacity and towing numbers, they didn't release any of those. But what they've told us is that the numbers for towing are going to be a significant increase over what the current numbers are, which currently are about 23,000 and change in terms of maximum fifth wheel gooseneck towing capability. So hopefully we're going to see GM break that 30,000 pound threshold. For people who are towing things like gooseneck trailers, farm equipment, hay bales, things like that, it's important to have a high gross combined vehicle weight rating as well as a high gross vehicle weight rating and payload capacity, simply because you're going to be towing those heavier types of trailers with more weight. For RV towing, for fifth wheel towing, traditionally your heaviest fifth wheels are only going to be about 23,000 pounds. Some of them broach that 26,000 pound range, but the vast majority of them are going to fall into that 14 to 20,000 pound range, with a few of your heavier DRVs and things like that in your 24 or 25,000 pound range. I'm very interested in seeing what the conventional tow numbers are going to be, as well as what the hitch rating is going to be on this new truck as well. So those are all going to be really, really interesting things to find out about it. Overall, I think it's a decent looking truck. I don't want to prejudge it at this point, simply because I don't know what the various packages and trim levels are going to do to the overall look. I'm not a big fan of the grille as it stands right now, based on the images that were sent to us. However, once you start optioning it up, and again, putting different trim packages, different lighting packages, different bumper color options, different things like that on it, it's probably going to change the look pretty dramatically. So that's something I look forward to seeing. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to shoot a really quick video talking to you about the new 2020 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD, 3500 HD, and the new look that they're going with. I hope that I'm going to have more information to present to you later. I'm sure they're going to have a viewing of one at the North American International Auto Show, so hopefully we'll have more information by then. Anyways, guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take this moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, like and share, and we will talk to you again very soon.